So today's project is going to be a dual kayak rack for my Cherokee, where it keeps the spare and the ammo cans and the GMRS antenna, though I can kind of move it out of the way if I need to, and the Milwaukee pack outs all up here. And we can easily just throw the kayaks on, strap them down, and let it bump. I have two of these Lifetime kayaks that are basically identical to each other, even though they have two different names. This is a Teton, and the other one that I have, I think, is called a Kenya or a Cayenne or something like that. Anyways, both of them are the same width, same body, all that. And I basically want to be able to set them both up there, boom and boom, side by side, strapped down. So me and Dad, we're gonna weld up a dual rack for it. Stay tuned and you'll see how our design progresses as we go. But basically, foundationally, it's gonna U-bolt to the JCR roof rack I have, just like the single kayak rack did. Here we go. So width-wise, we got it in the center of the tire up there, which is the center of the rack. And then out here you can see it's just barely hanging over the edge of the roof rack, but it's definitely still within the mirror's width. And of course, with our mocked up piece, we overshot it by a lot, of course, but that was just for more so angle, kind of get an idea where we're at. But really, I think it just needs to come off the rack here. You know, that's a good maybe 4 or 5 inches, Dad, on both the front and rear. And then we just need to put our brace right here to support it. And then what we're trying to figure out now is how to put a center thing up the middle that, like, the strap can come over, come down to like a ring, and then strap over the second boat to this side so that it pulls down in the center. But we think we have a good solution for that. We're actually going to show you that as we design it, just so I don't speak out of place here guessing how we're going to do it. I'll just show you the end result. But I think we got a good idea of where we're going to put everything right here. See, Dad's sliding it in right there. He's got a good angle idea and everything of how he's going to do it right there. I like it. And we're thinking we're just going to use my spare tire in the center as the support. You can see kind of up in here how it's just resting on the tire. I kind of like that. The only problem is, how are we going to hook right here? I think we're going to do another one of the center post ideas that we got going, so that it can, again, strap, drape into the middle, put pressure on the center section of the Jeep's roof rack, pulling the kayaks down there, and then come to the other side and tie off. So let's move forward. got the first bar somewhat built. Now we just gotta get it to kind of fold in between the spare and the Milwaukee racks. Whoa, Daddy-o. There we go.
It needs to slide that way, I think.
Now we just gotta center it up. Of course, we're gonna come back and fix this. We had to get the welder dialed. But then we're gonna put some U-bolt holes in it where it needs to be on center. And then we're gonna make it where we can kind of bolt it in place if necessary. So we'll come back to you when we get to that point. But we're gonna basically now take this one and replicate a second one for the front off of this one. Quick tip that I use based on somebody else's tip or trick is drawing the lines so you can get them where they all look roughly the same using these lines as your cheat sheet. That way the angle every time you can tack it once and see if it needs to be hammered or beat back into place, or if it's twisting or something, you can use those lines to get it back to center and make it look all uniform. We'll come back here in a minute. So we're gonna use this ring that we're making to wrap our tow strap or ratchet strap through to hold down the kayaks. guys watched my first video, you'll see how I painted this and then used these coolant / AC pipes, insulation foam that goes on like the outside of your house or the inside around your coolant inlet and outlet pipes going to your condenser for your air conditioning / furnace. Basically, you just take this stuff, you put it up there, and you kind of get an idea of roughly how long of a piece you need. You might put the first one up and realize it needed to be longer or shorter, whatever, and then you cut the second piece a little bit different in size to adjust. But I basically hit the nail on the mark for the first one of these. Basically, you just want it to fit nice and snug, and then you want to zip tie it at the bend up at the top and somewhere back here just to hold it in place nicely. And then I'm going to put some up here on our crossbar that keeps the kayaks away from these boxes, the ammo cans. And then after that, we're going to be basically done after we do this one and, like I said, that bar there. And really, this is the wrapped up final product. I painted them over the last 2 days just in time for the trip that me and my family are going on RVing this evening. So I'm installing the final bit of foam, zip tying it, and then I'm going to put the kayaks up and we'll see what it looks like.